Lock it in, man. We are here, man, with 4th and 1, and we have look.
Y'all had somebody short over here, huh?
Yeah, I know we had short people on there. You know what I'm saying? Let me help you out, brother.
You know what I mean?
Well, while we get him
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Mr. Donovan McNabb, bro. How you doing, brother?
Mr. Chucky Soup.
Chucky Soup.
Afternoon, ladies. Afternoon.
Look at him. You know what you're doing. Listen, this is becoming an annual thing now.
Exactly.
It ain't right unless we got old Donovan McNabb.
Look here, 2 quarterbacks sitting here with, with the good man. Listen, I'm trying to get him a bigger role.
Come on.
I'll be his agent. Who do I need to talk to? Get him a little bit bigger check. Give him a bigger role, Cam.
Either the bald head or the man with the dread.
That's why I'm talking to the man with the dread.
I don't need to talk.
I'm working on it.
Because you need to tell your client he one step up out of here.
Huh?
Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's Black History Month.
What are we doing?
Listen,
come on,
that's why we
brother.
cut all the black.
We all supposed to be brothers.
Exactly.
We can be brothers, but we just can't be employed brothers. He think he bigger than the program.
I'll discuss with my client.
Yeah.
I'll discuss with him later.
Tell your client, you know what I'm saying, I see what he's trying to do.
Okay.
But he trying me. Huh?
Well, if you can't try the man that's in charge, then who we trying then? Who we trying?
How you doing, bro?
Man, you know what? I'm living, brother. And it's good that, I get a chance to see our good black folks out here together, man. Yeah. It's been a minute, but, man, boy, when we get back together, it feel like we just seen each other yesterday.
Absolutely. Man, one thing I want to talk about is help me.
Okay.
And it's always one of those things where I don't know if you faced with it, but when you tell your truth, how you see it, as an expert in this space or field of football, when you critique, oh, you a hater. Oh, you bitter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, what you know? Man, you ain't never went on Super Bowl, so why you going to? How do you handle that from your POV?
It's the same thing of what we went through our career, man. You block people out, but if they hating, then that mean they thinking about you and they listening. But if they not listening, then they can't hate on what they ain't heard. Because what happens in the world today is half of it is our own people, and then other people feel comfortable to doing it because our own people do it.
Right.
And they get mad of the space that you in, the things that you're doing, how you accomplish and progressing in life, and you have a voice. And so that they don't have a voice, it's nothing else for them to do than hate. And the ones that hate usually are the ones that's in the space you in.
Yeah.
But they don't do it publicly.
But I think what rubs me or bothers me sometimes is when it's from the person that you have so much respect for.
But that's what I said.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
It's like the athlete that you had to critique doing your job.
Right.
They take it the wrong way. Man, I don't fool with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Help me.
Well, again, and this is when I think we're lost in translation from a lot of us as human beings. Communication is the way of getting to the root of what you think it is to what it really is.
Yeah.
And so I remember when it went back to when you saying Jalen wasn't elite. So I go back to you talking about Drake May, and now Drake May playing in the Super Bowl. When Drake May used to do the Superman deal when he scored a touchdown. And they're talking about, oh, man, he looked up to you. You didn't say anything that was heavy or despising anything that he did. You gave him credit.
Yeah.
You just said, hey, he's a game manager. And I think a lot of times when you say things, people don't really understand the context of it. They just hear or the little snippet that they get. Yeah, the little that they get on, they went viral. But they don't hear the context of it. And so I love what you're doing, brother. Keep up the good work. But don't worry about what these other folks are saying because they listen, and that means the viewership goes up.
Oh, for sure.
And then also that means they either liking or disliking you on social. That means, again, they looking and listening.
They're watching.
And so the thing is that people don't realize, and I go through this in each and every day that I live, man, because, playing the game that we played, people are going to like you or dislike you no matter what. But I treat everybody the same. We all stay here. Because I know at some point, some people that like you going to dislike you.
That's true.
And some who dislike you going to end up liking you because they thought about the things that you said and what you believe in and who you are as a person.
But what's the responsibility of having that listening ear, whether they like you or dislike you? You know what I'm saying? Like, because Cam always said, I'm going to tell truth to power.
Yeah.
Like, what is something that you feel like when you by yourself is like, did I say this the right way? Or was this accurate? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or did it come from a good space?
But who's the judge in that? We are the judge, right? So when we say things, maybe it's not as descriptive as some people may want it to be. Or maybe it's just harsh for somebody to receive it. But when you say it, you're saying it from the heart. And so this game will either break you or expose you. And so either you got it, you don't got it, or maybe you should rethink it. And so that kind of is a building block for life. We no longer play. So we see what it is now from an alumni standpoint. Somebody that's played the game, laced them up, got hit hard, ran through people, made people miss, threw touchdowns, got to the pinnacle. Yes, we didn't win it, but we got there. And so now we know what we could have done, but at this point, nothing we can do to change that.
With your Super Bowl experience, and I'm curious to kind of know, what was in your mind during that time? If you could kind of think back, it's like that you probably didn't give enough credit to, that it had a big factor in how that game kind of unfolded. Whether it was a play, whether it was an emotion, whether it was preparation, all the above.
You know what? I've always kept the business as usual kind of mindset for each and every game. No game is higher than the next. I treated everything the same. Maybe I should have added a little bit more emphasis in that game. But I looked at it in the sense, if we took care of every opportunity that we had and we protected the football and did what we had to do, we would win the game. I felt like we were the better team. And so, yes, there were mistakes that made, which led to interceptions or maybe a bad read, whatever it may be. But again, I've always said this. My life would be different if we won it, but I wouldn't change anything for the world because it made me who I am today.
Well, a lot of times people hear the winner, and what you just said is like you all got there, but y'all didn't win it. And at the end of the game, you hear, we're going to Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
But on the opposite end of the person that didn't win, almost came close, what does that offseason look like? What is that mental, hurdle that you have to get over? And for both of you all, that offseason afterwards, like, how are you thinking? What are you feeling?
It's funny you bring that up because it's the haves and have-nots. It's the haves is those who have won it. Now you're looked upon as the Super Bowl champion. If you play one play in the game, you're the Super Bowl champion. If you didn't get no catches in the game, you're the Super Bowl champion. You can go and speak at a speaking engagement and didn't even play. Our Super Bowl champion. When you didn't win it, oh man, 5-time Pro Bowler, 5-time NFC Championship member, Hall of Fame of the Eagles, and it's like, I played in the Super Bowl. I played in the era where we played with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and all of these great players that I looked upon as that. But again, it's the offseason, what does that look like? No matter if you won or lost, it's still the same. You got to do it again if you won it, and you got to get back there again if you didn't. And a lot of teams struggle when they come back when they lost because they think they can just redo the same thing they did before.
For sure. You don't start where you finished.
No.
You flush the toilet and...
Yes. And then when you do win it, they're expecting you to be what we just seen.
For sure.
And so that's why teams struggle like they do early on. And the thing that bothers me again, these cats don't play in the preseason. So now you can say we getting our work in practice. We knew how practice was.
No, for sure.
Come on, that wasn't game. And teams struggle in the beginning, the first 5-6 weeks of the season because you didn't play in no game situations. So,
my last question is, you've obviously played for a coach that we think is a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
Facts.
Andy Reid.
Facts.
Seeing the snub of a Bill Belichick, as you faced him before multiple times, what's your takeaway from, really what transpired
recently?
Correct.
It's funny to me And it goes back to our early parts of our conversation we just had here. How do you handle it? Because he had likes and dislikes. And this dislike has now become national. Yeah. And you talk about a guy that's won so many championships, has coached so-called the greatest quarterback and the greatest player of all time. Yeah. And he can't get in as a first ballot?
Who can?
Let alone the guy who owns the team ain't getting in this time.
Yeah.
So what does that mean for the quarterback? Now, see, I didn't say this. I said it just on Stephen A. show. I go, if we didn't let Bill in on the first ballot, we ain't letting Robert Kraft in on this year. Tom can't get in on the first ballot.
Just off of what?
Just off of what we talking about for them.
Success is the same.
What we talking about from them?
Equality. Yeah. If the judges or the selected committee,
right,
y'all got to stay equal, because if y'all have any type of favoritism, any type of favoritism, then it's one of those type of dynamics.
But do that Super Bowl in Tampa Bay real quick. Does that change the?
Now here we go, Cam.
Yeah.
Here we go. But that's one of those things. That's one of those things that we obviously had to talk about. Listen.
Come on with it.
It was just one of those things, bro. Listen, we was talking about Bill Belichick's snub, right?
Yeah.
And him playing for a coach that we think is
one of the top 5 coaches. We'll say top 3 coaches.
Let's say first ballot in our book.
In our book, Andy
Reid. Now, for you to see the snub of Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick, a person or a coach that you've played against, how are you now looking at how do we judge Hall of Fame players?
Man, since I'm not a coach, I don't know that standard there, but you say he's a top 2 quarterback of all time, so he's going to get in.
Coach. Who's top?
Bill Belichick.
Yes.
Hey, he's the top 2 coach of all three. I mean, whatever that number is, right? He's going to get in. So when you think about that, is it a snub? It wasn't a first ballot? Absolutely, but he's going to get in. And then you talk about, well, he should have been. He should have been a first ballot, and we all know that. So that's something you can rest your hat on. You know.
So does that mean Tom got to get the same treatment?
Tom going first ballot. Stop playing.
Listen. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They say stop playing.
Yeah, you're exactly.
Some would say
exactly.
I don't know if it's standing for a coach, but as a player, somebody gonna get.
But that's what I was saying. Does Tampa Bay championship make Tom Brady get in over the rest of them?
Huh? No, I think like 3 Super Bowls in, but probably like
3 Super Bowls in. He got more than 3.
5, that's what I'm saying. He's got what, 8, 7, whatever that number
Bill
is.
too.
Crazy.
So I'll put it in perspective.
Right.
Robert too.
Right.
If we're having this conversation for the Saints to honor you in the Ring of Honor, and first ballot comes around and they say Cam Jordan, you would think so, but then you say he's not a first ballot Ring of Honor recipient.
Then who would be?
That's what we said.
That's the argument.
And I understand that part. So if it's not Bill Belichick, so no coach is worthy of being a first ballot coach then?
So, and we said Andy should be. But with Bill not being,
who is?
So who is? And is he part of this whole dynamic with Robert, Bill, then Tom?
Because some of the pundits say the reason why is because he had an NFL disagreement.
Discrepancies.
But it was also tied to the third individual. Yeah. So how we gonna play that?
I don't know. I'm see.
Don't plead the fifth.
The way my mind works, I'm a Saint, and all I care about is Drew Brees getting in this week.
So
first ballot.
So
and
if Tom doesn't get in, and Drew gets in the first ballot,
right?
What does that look like?
I don't know. Drew's getting in first ballot. Then Tom's getting in first ballot, and then we'll worry about that. But I mean, he also had to play 2 more years to break all Drew's records. But they were broken.
See,
it is what it is.
He didn't just chop the legs off his.
Hey, look, women lie, men lie.
But numbers don't, bro.
All right.
Hey, as the young kids say, bar.
Hey, listen.
I ain't young.
It's one of those interesting takes that I don't think a lot of people are really wrapping their brain around.
No. But I just put it down on your show.
The holes that can be punched in really taking the Hall of Fame serious. This is what a report that I read.
Okay.
And I don't know how true it is. Bill Belichick wrote a letter to the Hall of Fame trust.
Before or after?
After. And said he does not want to be affiliated with it in any shape, form. Therefore, all his paraphernalia, all of his things that he's given the Hall of Fame, he wants to extract all those things back.
Because he didn't get in, right?
Given the fact that he's now taking his name out of the hat, I don't want to ever be in the Hall of Fame.
That's what he's saying.
Give me all my stuff back.
I know my hall I belong in.
You dig what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So, is that one of those things is like, I'm going to take my ball and can't
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds
That like it sounds
like.
like.
The thing is, I can see if he was on a tweener and didn't have the statistics. He has everything and more of people that's in the hall and probably people that's voting them in. So that's just like, y'all not playing quote unquote fair. So what is the rubric? I have to win. I gotta win championship.
Peggy, that's why I'm with you, Peggy.
Like, bro,
Peggy, that's why we gonna get it back.
Peggy!
I'm gonna stand
about to get paid. Listen here, I'm telling you, and that's the thing that I think people fail to realize because, and I think for the outsiders who don't know, and for us as former players, because we always had the question, what's the criteria?
Right.
Because it's numbers for certain people, it's trophies for certain people, it's all pros for certain people, but not for everybody. And
Bro,
so
that's the thumbnail right there. That's
Likeability.
Look here.
What's the criteria?
What's the criteria? Because Bob Kraft got trophies sitting in his office.
Right.
Just
On
on
the
the
Super
flow.
Bowl wins and the losses.
Using them as
On the
prop.
flow.
And so Bill walks in. Bill didn't just walk in as a first-time coach. Remember, Bill was coaching in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Bill was a quality control special teams guy in the Giants. And then Lawrence Taylor told this story. And then when Bill Parcells was looking for a D coordinator, he brought the dude that was a special teams assistant coach as the D coordinator, Bill Belichick.
Mm-hmm.
And from that point on, it skyrocketed. So he won Super Bowls in New England.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest coach of all time, if not one, then two.
Yeah.
He don't get in. Greatest quarterback of all time, if not one, then two.
Bro, listen, which brings perspective to now wrapping this whole thing all around. I would love for fans to understand this, and I'm not just saying this because I didn't win. Everybody's not going to win the Super Bowl.
100%.
And that should not be
100%.
contingent off of how we look at them.
Mhm.
Everybody's not going to be a Tom Brady. Everybody's not going to be a Michael Jordan. Everybody's not going to be a LeBron James or a Kobe Bryant. Those guys are anomalies.
Right.
To be able to have the stardom, the skill set, the look, the mindset,
The winning percentage.
the win. It's like, bro,
As
Patrick
the starting
Mahomes
quarterback.
is not real, bro. He's a action figure that we've seen created on Madden.
Yeah.
But what would they say about him right now? He's not who? He's not Tom. But he's beaten Tom. And before this year, he's played in every AFC championship.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he's not able. This is where it goes back to what's the criteria.
Criteria.
We should crown Patrick Mahomes as the greatest right now. All the dude, and some will make the argument he's not there because he tore his ACL. That could be a viable.
But no, who else tore the ACL?
Brady.
There you go. And his
But
career
he
skyrocketed from
He did
there.
not have the success at that age.
Yes.
You know,
But that's what I'm saying. If Pat, let's give or take, if Pat can do another 5 years, and I'll say 7, because in the way the game is now, say 7. Say he wins 1, maybe 2 more Super Bowls, but he's playing in the playoffs. Hey, he might pull a Josh Allen in the next 5 years, lose second round, lose AFC Championship, whatever it may be. He will go down as the greatest quarterback of all time.
sure.
He will grow. And again, I've only said one Super Bowl.
Even with less amount of Super Bowls than Brady.
It don't matter.
Bro,
it don't matter. But see, why was Tom better than Joe? Because of what? Super Bowls. It wasn't because of the ability. Yeah. It was the Super Bowl.
But I don't get that though. When in this camp says it's two though. The Super Bowl is a team sport.
Correct.
Only one person.
But hear this, and I saw this.
But think about that. So we just said New England won what, 7?
Yes.
Is it 6? 6, and then he won one in Tampa, so that's 7.
Yes, he has 7.
He has 7, yes. And then
New England 6.
Yeah, New England 6. Yeah. Okay, so and this is the funny thing. How many people on that team gonna make the Hall of Fame? No more than 2.
Because it's
Gronk
definitely be in there.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No,
Richard Seymour.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Richard Seymour.
Yeah, that's early on. But what I would say to this is what cemented, and I agreed at the time, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes will fulfill Tom Brady's legacy because of
the Super Bowl.
It's not just the Super Bowls. It's him winning in Tampa immortalized him. Why?
Yes.
I was the replacement. When I went to New England, why the hell would you go to New England right after the greatest quarterback? So I'm hearing the whispers. I'm eating the crumbs that he left. Like it was so awkward at times where even going for dinner, going for lunch.
Oh yeah.
Well, quarterbacks usually like it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have to change their vernacular. They still had pictures of him up.
Yeah.
So what immortalized Brady was the fact that there was an unspoken word. We want to, and this is why this year's Super Bowl is different. Nobody would ever admit it. Robert Kraft would never admit it. And if Bill Belichick was here, he would never admit it. Josh McDaniels would never admit it. They want to win so bad this year because they will be able to say,
we
did it
without Tom.
Brady.
Yes.
Because
that
there, Brady did it without y'all. Without it being
you talking about the Tampa Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what made him immortalized.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick took a hit. Robert Kraft.
Oh no, he took a real big hit.
Because
he
now
took a real big hit.
You follow up Brady by having a 6-10 season, and then you get another coach fired, and now all of a sudden we're back where we know we were supposed to be. But it gets real tricky when you have those locker room DNAs say, like, I can admit something.
The New England way.
Off camera.
Yeah.
That's like, we can't allow him to win or keep winning.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it happened that way, now it looks at Robert Kraft and you look at Bill Belichick in a sense where maybe it was Brady.
Yeah. Oh, no, 100%.
You see what I'm saying?
The Brady way.
Again. And I feel you with that filling a role after a Hall of Famer. I did it in Minnesota when Brett left. And remember, Brett went to the NFC Championship. And then the next year, he battled his injury, and they weren't as good. Then I come in, and it was like the same thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, can you get us back to the NFC Championship? And it's like, do you see what we got out here? What?
But how do y'all say that without saying that?
Listen.
You can say it now.
Yeah, you can say it now.
You can say it now.
Y'all like,
I was 34. 34, I'm like, boy, life was good in Philly.
Yeah.
Life was good in Philly.
No, for sure. And I'm looking at it. I'm looking at
and he built his team in Tampa.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
No, got
That boy recruitment. Boy.
But he bought somebody out of.
Come on, come on. We grabbing you.
Bro, he bought somebody out of
what you
retirement.
Doing? He was like Michael Jordan on Space.
Do you love your life? Do you love your life?
Man, listen.
Why don't you come on down here with me?
Come on.
Let's go get another. Hey, another topic that I have that I want to kind of discuss. As a member of that Super Bowl winning Tampa Bay team, I feel a certain type of way, and it's not even a black-white thing. This is a just right thing. Right as in RIGHT thing. Exclamation point. When you have a guy, Mike Tomlin, right? When you have another individual who loses his job that is a minority, and you have a guy like a Byron Leftwich, then you see the revolving doors of coaches, the Mike McCarthy, the Matt Eberflus, the failed coaches and failed experiences that.
But we don't get that opportunity.
Come on, bro. Then you have a Raheem Morris who loses his job, even though congratulations to him being San Francisco defensive coordinator. I understand that. I get that.
But is he really being brought in as the defensive coordinator, or is that more of a buddy deal? That's more of a buddy deal.
But I think where we are is like Peggy just mentioned. I want to call truth to power, because it's so easy for people to kind of overlook certain things. It's like, oh man, that's not a big deal. But it really is a big deal.
It's a major deal. And the thing that I kept hearing on networks was more of no African-American coaches hired as head coaches. And my question is, take Robert Saleh out, which he's a minority. Yeah. Take out, being in the job in San Francisco with Raheem. Carmichael being brought as the OC in Buffalo.
Dave Canales.
But he's not going to be calling plays. Brady's still going to be calling plays. Mm-hmm. And so that's more of what I'm looking at is these coaches that are position coaches who have the ability, being under these Sean McVays and Shanahans and all of these young gurus, why aren't they getting moved up to be an offensive coordinator somewhere? Like most of these coaches who were quarterback coaches
and then now,
who are now becoming head coaches.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this, and I just want you to just think about it and let it marinate in your
Remember, I'm coaching high school too now, so
listen,
go ahead.
They don't give minority coaches, black coaches, thinking jobs.
I'm done. That's what I set you up. You see how I set them up, Peggy? I set you up.
What's a thinking job? Let's go tit for tat. Quarterback coach.
Coordinator.
Defensive coordinator.
Owner.
Linebackers coach.
D coordinator.
Right? They'll give us a quality control.
Oh, yeah.
Receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Running back.
Yeah.
Deep cornerbacks.
Yeah. Control
your boy.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to thinking and to say, hold on, let's strategize this. It's one of those things.
Peggy, did he take the alley-oop? Did he take the alley-oop?
And Vince Carter.
You know what I'm saying?
But when you keep it so 100.
Correct.
And it's abundantly clear. It's apparent, bro. It's like, what are we doing?
Correct.
You here tomorrow, bro?
I'm here.
Bro, you gotta come
tomorrow. Same time.
Yeah, bro, same time, bro.
I'm here.
Date, bro.
I'm here, brother.
You're the only person that's
this
getting
is
on
what I
that
do.
Come on, bro. Thank you, bro.
Love, bro.
This is what I